As India prepares to send its second astronaut or Gaganyatri to space on the Axiom 4 mission, let us try and understand what is the space environment from an astronaut who made history. I have with me astronaut Hazzaa Al Mansoori. He is the first Emirati astronaut went up on a Russian spacecraft to the International Space Station, the same place where Group Captain Shubhanshu Shukla, whose call sign is Shuks, is going. Thanks a lot for speaking to me.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Hazzaa, you're a hero. So many Indians have been inspired by you. How was it like to be in space?
Thank you for having me, and I'm really delightful to be here in India. This is my first time, and I like the weather, the hospitality, and everything that I saw here in India. So, being in space, it's something that it's, I would say, amazing. Just to have that feeling of floating, to know that humans are capable of achieving this type of machine up there, the International Space Station. It's been up there up to like more than 25 years, and since then, humans was there conducting experiments and doing different type of exploration that benefits humans here on ground. So it was amazing experience and amazing feeling just to conduct that and to see how that's gonna impact everyone here on ground.
How was it like to be selected as an astronaut?
So it's a great privilege. I mean, like anyone wants to be an astronaut, but if you
Everybody is born and a born astronaut, then they can't make it.
Yes.
You made it.
So it is. I would say it is. It's a dream. Came true for me, and just to talk about UAE in general, the history in space. We started very late the space race, and selecting astronaut was just started back in 2017 with the announcement from Hazzaa Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid back then. So without hesitation, I applied with the more than 4,000 applicants from UAE. So it was big thing, big deal for us, and it was amazing journey for me just to be selected and to represent my country and the whole Arab on board the International Space Station.
How was it to live on the International Space Station?
I mean, like you are floating, you know, you are watching Earth, you know, and like the speed of the station more than 28,000 kilometers per hour. So it is like you are completing one orbit in about 90 minutes. So you can see different places in just 90 minutes. You can see day and night every 45 minutes. And you
16 times a day you see a sunlight, a
Yes,
sunrise and sunset?
That's affirmative. Like it's more than like 16 times. So you can sunrise, sunsets, and that's not our reference of time there. So we are working with London time for our working activities, everything, the experiment, the exercises, like physical exercise that we have to do every day just to lower the impact of being in space as after our return.
How did Dubai look like from space?
Dubai was amazing. You know, this is one of the things that I want to see as soon as I get on board the station. I want to see my country. I want to see my city. I want to see just how they look like from space. And they were amazing, especially at night with the light cities. And you can sometimes recognize places like the Palm Island.
Palm Island must
Yes.
be looking beautiful from space.
It is. You can recognize that, and all astronauts they can see it and they can recognize it, and it is something that you want to share it with everyone. So I took a lot of pictures for different cities around the world.
How did India look like from space?
It was amazing. You know, the lights. You can see different places like New Delhi, Bombay, and. I remember just looking at different places and trying to take pictures. So hopefully we'll share that with you guys.
Did you look at the Himalayas from space? The high mountain range or the highest mountain range?
So you can recognize some places, but sometimes the elevations, like the mountains, that you cannot like see that they are elevated, but you can recognize them.
Did the space mission change your life in some way?
It changed
You were
my
a
life.
fighter pilot. Did it change your life?
Definitely changed my life. Just being the first one from the UAE just give us a big responsibility just to represent and to share this knowledge with everyone, not only in UAE, but the whole world. When we go, like, for example, for these type of conferences and we share the knowledge, we can see that people from different countries, they want to know about space. They will recognize your country, but they're seeing you as their hero also. So not just your hero of your country, but the hero for the whole countries, the whole world on board the station.
You said you interacted with Group Captain Shubhanshu Shukla, who's our astronaut designate for the Axiom 4 mission, which going up on SpaceX Falcon 9 Crew Dragon. How is he? And how is he?
He's
how
an
is he
amazing
training?
person. He's an amazing person. He was really up to speed in terms of training. I worked with him in one of his session with the training and preparation for the mission. So I worked with him and with his colleagues, his crew. So Shocks was really like he's the pilot for the Crew Dragon. So he's gonna pilot the vehicle. So I have no doubt he can do it, and he's a really amazing person. Down to ground in terms of dealing with the instructors and with everyone, very professional. And I like to work with him and also with his backup, also Papa.
Will he make a good astronaut? Because he's still an astronaut designate.
Yes.
You are an astronaut.
No, definitely he's ready, and he's gonna represent India in a very, very professional way.
Astronaut Hazzaa, you trained with all the space agencies, the Russians, the Europeans, the Americans. Not many astronauts get to do that.
Yes.
How is it like, and how are they different from each other?
Definitely, like each agency, they have different perspective and different flavor on their training. So it was really great to have that experience. So we trained at Star City, and we Johnson Space Center at NASA, and also JAXA, and also Canadian Space Agency, and ESA also. So we trained to be prepared for the 2 missions that we conducted aboard the station. The first mission that I flew on, and also the second mission with my colleague Sultan Yadian as his backup. So it was a great experience, and as you mentioned, different agencies, they have different approach to train and everything. So eventually all of them worked, and then we saw that in our training and preparation, they are very, very professional, and we enjoyed actually to interact with the instructors and also scientists from different agencies, because we worked with them also when we are on board the station to do conduct experiments.
You did quite a few experiments there.
Yep. So I did a couple of experiments on board the station. It was a short stay for me, like about 8 days. On that 8 days, I conducted experiment on time perception. One of them they called the time perception experiment, and with one with JAXA, they called the Ndtv, the robot that float on board the station, and also another experiment with the Russians. Actually, it is more like the impact of being in space in our bodies. So we conduct a lot of experiment in that aspect. So usually astronauts are like they would say the guinea pigs, or the subject of the experiments on board the station.
So you were a guinea pig.
We can say that.
That's a bad phrase. So you pushed for humanity.
It's just they put us in a different like type of experiments as a test subject to just figure out how we can live, work on board the station, and to stay in this very harsh environment, space.
You were 400 kilometers above the Earth. It's a football field-sized station.
Yes, from outside, yeah.
Does it feel lonely there?
It's not gonna be feel lonely, because you are with the different crew members on board the station. You feel that you create this very unique bond with them during the training itself, before the flight, and then on board the station. Because you are separated from everyone, you can reach your family through different means, but they become your new family, space family, we call them. So it was a very unique relationship that we had with them, and we are in touch till now.
So what do? You make a phone call from there, or you make a WhatsApp call or a Zoom?
So recently they can, do like a Teams call, but at my time it was like we have this satellite coverage, so we can call my family. I can call my family. We can call our families, and we can reach to friends. We can call them. So it was there's different capabilities on board the station to keep us connected with our beloved one here in ground.
We have one Earth, and there is life as we know only on Earth. And you had the rare experience to see Earth from space. Did you look for extraterrestrial life?
I tried to look outside for any aliens, but nothing. So Till now, we are exploring space. We are exploring different galaxies to see if there is any proof of life. Nothing yet have been proven, but other than that, we are in that field or going together. So if I know, everyone gonna know about it.
Maybe they saw you and you didn't see them. Did you think
maybe,
of that?
Maybe, yes.
Maybe that.
Yeah.
But how was it to look out from the cupola?
So cupola, it's looking at Earth, and it's really amazing view just to look at Earth, different cities, different places that I've been visiting during my training, during my whole life, and different memories that I captured in these places, and also you appreciate what you have in ground, because on board the station everything is being calculated, everything is at risk, because the CO2 is scrubbed by equipment and machine on board the station. Oxygen being generated by different equipment and machine. If they get broke or something, you have to fix them or you're gonna be in danger. So here on ground you have everything for free. Oxygen is for free, water is for free. On board the station we are recycling the water, so more than 90% of the water have been recycled, and we say coffee of today, coffee of tomorrow, because everything is being collected, even your human waste.
How does coffee of today taste like coffee of tomorrow?
This is the say that we are saying on board the station, because there's different machine that collecting everything from the liquids that we produce. So like urine, they collect that, we recycle it, and these machines now it's worked on board the station. They are using the same machines to help people where they have very water capabilities to recycle everything that they have. So it is it's a knowledge, it's a new thing that they created to help us to live on board the station and to provide water.
Let me ask you some simple questions. How do you do daily activities on space? A simple thing like how do you brush your teeth?
It is a different experience. Everything is floating. Water is not that.
They're brown balls.
Yeah, it's like a ball. So because of water tension, it's floating and it's like in a ball shape. So we woke up at about 6 a.m. That is Greenwich time, London time, and then we start to go use the restroom hygiene and everything. You have to be more like careful where you place things because they're gonna float. So you have to make sure about it, and also careful with using water because it's limited resource on board the station. And then after that at 7 we have this conference with the ground station, so with the NASA mission control at Johnson Space Center, with the Russian one, and also with JAXA, with ESA. We give them the whole brief about what we had the previous days and also what we're gonna have for this day, and also go through the whole process of our timeline. Each one of us has his own timeline on board the computer. So we have fixing thing, or conducting experiments, or maybe sometimes you have for example, it is mandatory every day. Each one of us has 2 hours to 2.5 of physical exercises.
Oh, you need to exercise there.
So running, weightlifting, and also cycling.
Is it hard to do that in space?
It's not hard, but you have to put a little bit of effort. So because you wanna introduce a load to your body, to your bone, to your muscles. So to have a healthy muscles and healthy bone. So when you come back from your space flight, your adaptation and rehabilitation become faster, and recovery become faster.
What do you eat and how do you eat?
So what we eat different type of food that being prepared in different labs, the agency itself. So we tried them before our flight, and we choose what we like the most. And it comes in different shapes. It becomes it's already a pre-cooked meal. So you just heat it or add water to it, and then you eat that meal. It's a little bit became with time you get used to it, and then you need to just basically you need to just eat to maintain your energy for the whole day.
So what was your favorite home food in space?
So we brought a couple of food from UAE. So one of them is we have this common food that's called salona. So same thing that I got with me that dish. It's like in a can. We just heat it and then we consume
what
that.
Did you
give? Salona.
Okay, wonderful.
So yes, with chicken.
So you enjoyed it?
Yeah, I loved it. So yeah, because it's a little bit spices. So there's that common share. Yeah.
Now, how risky is it to do these space flights?
It's very risky. It's very dangerous, but it is calculated danger. So There is so many scientists, engineers worked on the machines that we are flying on, like the rocket itself, the International Space Station. All of these equipments have been tested so many times to make sure that it's safe for human to be used. So we trust them, and we trust in our training and preparation. So when we are on board the rocket, hearing the countdown, we are really ready to do this mission.
The Russian rockets are very safe.
Very safe. They are really reliable, and they've proven that during the history that they are really good rockets.
They are really good rockets.
I agree
They are
with you.
really good rockets. What was your feeling when astronaut Sunita Williams was there and
So-
her mission got extended? I never call it deserted. She was never lost. She was only an extension.
It's all extension. For us, we are always prepared for like worst scenario. So we always prepared for the worst and hope for the best. And that's our mindset as an astronaut on board the station. Sometimes we get delayed. We get like different type of situations. We informed our families before our flight that any of these situations may happen. So they are also ready. Sunita is a very close friend of mine. So before her flight, she was actually in UAE like 2 years before her flight, and I invited her to my house, and we have a good relationship with the whole astronaut, like even from different countries.
India and UAE have civilizational ties.
Sure.
People in UAE speak Hindi and people here speak that language. So what do you think is the future between India and UAE in space? UAE is a new nation in space. India has 50-year history in space.
So first of all, I mean, like as you mentioned, UAE and India, we have a deep and long relationship, and we also, I mean, like we can see that in daily life in our country and in your country also. And in the space sector, definitely we will. We are looking to work together during the GLEX here 2025. We met a couple of leadership to work in future missions, even developing satellites or working on human space flights. And today, as I mentioned, that also Prime Minister Modi, he mentioned that we have to dream together, work together, think together, and we can achieve things amazingly if we just doing them together.
He said, reaching for the skies, and we'll do it together. We are not in a race.
Definitely,
That
definitely.
is the new philosophy which India is putting forward.
I love it, and it's a great philosophy. And this is a great
we pardon you for that. Don't worry. You are a role model, and you are allowed to
Yes.
get tongue twisted. That's
Yes.
perfectly all right.
Thank you.
Now, when you come back from space,
Yes.
how does it feel like on the journey back?
So when you spend time in space, your body become, even if you are during the things that you are doing there to mitigate that impact in your body, you will end up like a little bit weaker as you come back. So the first thing that you will experience during re-entry, you cannot sustain the G's that your body is experiencing. It shows in the systems, it's like about, I would say 4 to 5, but you feel that as like 9 or 8 in your body, because your muscles are getting weaker as you spend more time in weightlessness and the microgravity. So that's the first thing. After you land, you will not able to walk for a couple of days because your vestibular system is disconnected on board the station, so you are not using that anymore. So you need time to readapt and to get recovered from that flight.
So how much time did it take for you to recover?
So, for me, it's about a week. And after a week, just, the recovery is per hour. You can see that it's per hour. It's there.
And you're back as a fighter pilot now?
So I'm still active as a fighter pilot. So I'm fully committed to a human space flight now. But when I have chance, I go back and fly again. Yeah.
How has it been for UAE to have an astronaut now? As
So-
a country.
So as a country, if we talk about space in UAE, if you talk to any child or kid in UAE, more than 7 years ago, if you ask him, you want to be an astronaut? They would say, no, this is impossible. We made the impossible possible in UAE, Now, each kid in UAE, he wants to be an astronaut. And this is a big thing. And now in UAE, we have 4 astronauts. and one of us, she's preparing now also to be the first Emirati astronaut on board the station in a future mission. So we are looking forward to work with everyone, including India, and to achieve this together, human space flights.
What a pleasure speaking to you,
Thank you so much.
astronaut Hazzaa. You're not just a role model for the Emiratis, you're a role model for India and for the world.
Thank you.
May you have a successful career ahead, and may Emirates have more astronauts, and may exploration have reaching together like Prime Minister Narendra Modi said.
Thank you so much.
So that was astronaut Hazzaa Al Mansoori, the first Emirati astronaut to go to the International Space Station, telling us how life is at the station, how is it to go up there, and how is it when you come back. As India prepares for its second astronaut to go to space, what a lovely interview with astronaut Hazzaa. In New Delhi, Pallava Bagla for NDTV.